So I'm Ashe with Flash Cleanse. Might regret not having Ghost. We'll find out. Cleanse will be really good against global Pantheon ganks or Taric ganks. And it's even okay against Nunu ganks for the Snowball. But obviously I think Ghost Flash is a better 2 masteries to run against Nunu. You don't really need to cleanse Snowball. If you just Ghost and you get Snowballed, you move at like normal speed or something. I'll probably go Boots first. I don't know, like, it really depends whether I'm up against Pantheon or Sivir. If I'm up against Pantheon, 100% I want to have a Doran Shield, I think, to reduce his combo damage. If I'm up against a Sivir, 100% I want to have Boots to kite her better and dodge Boomerang and evade ganks. I'm probably going to go the Doran Shield just because if I have Boots and I'm up against Pantheon, I'm probably in big trouble. Well, maybe I can make Boots work against Pantheon. You know what, I'm just going to try Boots. I think a Doran Shield would be a better opener versus Pantheon, almost 100%. I don't know, Sivir's probably going to be top. I'm so confused about this game because I don't play Ashe a lot. Although I think Ashe is a really good pick here still. Although the Akali is a pretty good counter pick to my Ashe. I picked Ashe after seeing Sivir, because if you just kite a Sivir with Ashe, it's so funny. Like, if Ashe isn't like hitting your tanks to bounce things to you, if it's just like Sivir versus Ashe, you can always just like stand out of her attack range and slow her. And there's really like nothing she can do, you just keep slowing her and kiting her.
Swiftly now.
Maybe we have a CV, don't we? Doran Shield or Boots. Doran Shield. Sivir's running down middle. No. I don't know, that's not going to tell me anything. They're running to protect the jungle. Boots. Okay, I'm going to try Boots. If I'm up against a Pantheon, I will simply do an early buy. I will, basically, if I'm up against a Pantheon, I will push out the lane with Volley so that I can go back and buy an early armor item like Doran Shield or Cloth Armor. Probably a Doran Shield, though.
You want some of this?
But yeah, I mean, I only have 19 armor with no Doran Shield. Like, Pantheon's doing true damage to me. If he has Armor Pen runes, it's full damage. Like,
my aim is steady.
Rather troubling. And it looks like it is going to be Pantheon mid.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Look at how polite Judge Reynolds being. Blessed greetings. May you have an enjoyable game.
Agreed.
Minions have spawned.
Swiftly now.
And I like how the community has been slowly taking a shift to be more polite. If everyone was more polite, we wouldn't have an incident like the Psionic Hero incident, and everything would just be more awesome.
You want some of this?
True story. Oh, cool, it's Sivir! Yes, it's Sivir, and I went Boots first. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now.
Freeze.
I'm even going to take Q at level 1. Oh, and I'm just gonna mess with her. Okay, let's go mess with this Sivir real quick. Whatevs. How you doing, Sivir? I have Boots. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Cause it's exactly what I was describing before the game. If I kite her well with my Q, she actually can never really get to attack range of me. And yeah, look, she's like getting so zoned. And yeah, look at that. She got like 1 hit on me from me hitting her like 3 times. Like, oh, she dodged my right click that time. That's okay. She's probably gonna call for an early Nunu gank though, because Ashe can really, exactly what I'm doing to her in lane, Ashe can just kind of manhandle a Sivir with kiting from range and dodging her boomerang. If you can dodge her boomerang with boots and kite her, Severe really doesn't stand that well of it, or that much of a chance. I'm even like, look, this is how safe I'm playing. I'm even going Hawkshot here instead of taking level 2 volley. Almost always I take level 2 volley at 3, but I'm going to take Hawkshot so I can kind of scout that Nunu over there, and play safe to the gank. Because I know, short of a gank, I have an advantage in the lane. I'm going to play a little bit extra safe. And yeah, look, she's blindly throwing like long range, boomerangs to try and hit me. I might even go back for an early buy here. I just pushed up, not that bad of a buy timing. If I'm buying, I'm not getting Nunu ganked. I can even buy a Doran Shield now, and then have like really good control, and a ward, and a bunch more health pots. And now I think I'm in a really, really good situation. I'll throw the ward down to stop any Nunu ganks, and in a one-on-one, like I'm 22 to his 8. In terms of CS. Okay. In a one-on-one with the Sivir, I can really put her down just because of my attack range. Abusing the fact I have more attack range and slow. Oh, this is bad. They're gonna kill that too. Yeah, they're gonna be jerks.
We must press on.
They might even get a double kill because the Malphite was trying to save the first guy from dying.
First blood.
Agreed.
An ally has been slain.
Well, that wasn't good kiting at all by me. That was just me not playing super well there.
My aim is set.
Still sad disconnect. Hopefully he comes back soon.
Quickly now.
I'm gonna do my best to hit these early, and then yeah. For those two, I hit them once, the tower hit them once, then I could hit them again to get, like, ensure the last hit that way. I say that a decent amount, but it's a good thing to reiterate. Nunu is ganking me now.
Swiftly now.
But still, just because Nunu's ganking me doesn't mean I can't use my frost arrows to kite. It actually means I should use my frost arrows to kite. If I didn't use my frost arrows to kite both of them there, I probably would have died. I see the Nunu down there, so I can zone him out of experience range.
Between the eyes.
And yeah, Sivir's just having a really tough time right now. I'm not even going to push the lane. If I leave the creeps like this, his lane will actually push out, and he'll miss a lot of... Oh yeah, they might just even lane switch. Vlad was probably having... Panth was probably having a tough time with top, and Sivir was having a tough time with mid. So they'll probably just switch. And this is a better lane for them, in my opinion. Sivir versus Vlad. Sivir does lose to Vlad, but not as badly as she was losing to my Ashe. And not as early. Sivir doesn't lose to Vlad until level 5 or 6. She loses to Ashe from level 1. Hopefully our guy reconnects. Because, I mean, if he doesn't reconnect, we'll probably just lose because it was a 4 versus 5. No, they're not going to just lane switch. Okay. I guess maybe Pantheon wasn't even top. Yeah, Judge was the solo top. I didn't even notice. Pantheon was like duo laning. I really don't like duo lane Pantheon very much. Even if you put him with like a Janna, I still don't like it very much. And yeah, see, I get 2 free shots and I tank some creep hits. I actually tanked a lot of creep hits. But I still can get like 2 hits in on Sivir without it being able to hit me. And that's my bad. I let the creep actually get to the turret, so I didn't get the last hit.
Agreed.
Oh, that hit me twice. But see, I kept him out of cannon creep experience range there. Cannon creeps are pretty important to get experience for.
My aim is steady.
And me keeping myself down, like me missing creeps to make sure Sivir misses creeps is completely worth it. Sivir is like really powerful in the late game. Granted, I should try and hit all the creeps and keep her down. I should try and do both. But if I had to choose between keeping her down and hitting creeps. Nice gank by him, nice arrow by me. I like how he called to lead with arrow, because she could probably back up or dodge his gank before he got in range. But arrow, she had just used her spell shield. I baited her spell shield a second ago, so long as I was accurate with the arrow, probably a pretty good move. And what is this Pantheon doing? I'm just gonna kick his ass. Oh, Nunu's here, that's what he's doing.
My aim is steady.
Nunu, I will kite you for, like, forever.
We must press on.
Oh, am I supposed to be chasing that? Oh, I don't know what I like about chasing that. Not much. Yeah, see, Tarek was there too. But instead, I will just push out here. Gonna volley, because I want to back while I'm pushing again. Crap, I'm gonna stick around for one more wave. This is actually rather dangerous. I'm definitely gonna have to blow summoners if they gank me, and I might die anyways, because I knew that they were kind of near. Looks like they're not ganking me though. But yeah, I'm gonna have to back for mana. Hopefully I don't lose too much. Oh man, these creeps might even hit me. Made it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know what boots I want to go. I'm gonna go super move speed boots actually, and then I'll probably just save for BF sword. Super move speed boots to really try and abuse the fact that I have more range.
Quickly now.
That's like my #1 goal here in this lane. I have more range, I have a slow, so if I move really quickly, I can abuse the crap out of that. It'll be good against Pantheon too. I could have also gotten attack speed boots. But yeah, with just super high move speed. Oh wow, that was a bad juke by me. I still took only one hit by it because I moved so quick. But he predicted that I was going to juke that way, and I just didn't even change the way I was juking based on the way he threw it. He's actually doing a much better job against me now that he's
My aim is steady.
Now that he can hit the creeps, and his bounces can hit me. As I said before, I can't really kite him when he's bouncing stuff off the creeps to hit me. But I can kite him if he has to hit me to hit me. I have more range, I slow him. I have everything I need to just kite him back and forth. And move speed, of course. I guess range, move speed, and a slow. Best combination of skills to kite with.
We must press on.
An enemy has been slain.
Do you want some of this?
Double kill.
Nice kills up top. Really good play by my teammates. Great gank by Lapaka. I actually normally like it when Lapaka jungles for me. He normally jungles pretty well.
My aim is steady.
An enemy has been slain.
We must press on.
Alright, but yeah, it's 82 to 47 CS. Like, I haven't been emphasizing enough how much this zoning, like, I'm 2 levels up on him, and I have all of this CS on him, and it's mostly just because of this kiting right here. Sivirs have a really hard time dealing with someone who can kite them. And yeah, I made him use the other big thing about Sivir vs. Ashe. Spell shield will completely destroy your arrow, but you don't need arrow to beat a Sivir. if she doesn't spell shield any of your volleys, you can dodge her nuke and she can't dodge your nuke. So if she spell shields early, you can just wait out the spell shield, then you can arrow her, and then she'll die. Like, if she does spell shield your arrow, you're probably not going to beat her, but, and she can always react. You can always react in time with an arrow in the air to spell shield it, or almost always. So I'm almost always going to wait for her to mess up her spell shield and then just play without arrow. When her spell shield's down, I'll arrow her. Pretty simple, standard play. I mean, at lower levels, of course, you could just try and arrow her and just assume she's not going to spell shield in time. But I'm sure given standard reaction time, even most players, even at lower levels, if all you're focusing on is when Ashe shoots this arrow, I will use my spell shield. You can do it. It's not a hard thing to do. And obviously at high levels, that doesn't even have to be the only thing you're focusing on. You could be focusing on last hitting or not being kited or whatever, and still just stop it. And look, she spell shielded early again. I'm probably going to kill her even again. And that was because the spell shield was early. She couldn't spell shield my arrow. Yeah, Ashe vs. Sivir is just kind of funny in my opinion. It's a really, really hard counter to Sivir. It's just like a matchup that's really good against her. I realized that the more I played Sivir versus other people's Ashes, I think Sivir actually can do slightly better than Vinalcat's been doing, in terms of he shouldn't really be 0-3. But at the same time, he does have a decent amount of CS. Normally the Ashe can about double Sivir's CS, and I'm not quite double. He's 59 to my 102.
My aim is steady.
But yeah, so Boots First has been really paying off this game. Because I was against that Sivir. Makes me super happy. Again, if I was solo against a Pantheon, or even, actually a Kali, Boots First would have been good too. But if I was solo against Pantheon, would have really liked that Doran shield for the armor and the hit points, so I could kind of outlast. Pantheon's kind of like outlasting till his mana runs out.
Agreed.
And yeah, I started pushing. I stopped harassing the Sivir because we're doing Dragon. I don't want to be doing anything aggressive that could get myself killed while we're doing Dragon, in case my team needs help at Dragon. And that ward's actually really safe. This ward really is going to help me against ganks from below. Even more so than a ward in that brush. Like, see, that ward sees the Nunu coming around. So I know Nunu's right there. So I'm actually just going to play back right now. Granted, the Nunu being there is still letting the Sivir get farmed. The fact that he was planning to gank, and look, now he's running away. And see how much that ward sees? I love this ward. That one right there. Probably one of my favorite spots to put a ward. And now that I see the Nunu's gone, they have two bottom. It's only top that could be ganking me. I'll give a quick hawk shot, not seeing anything.
Swiftly now.
Probably gonna go back to kiting her. Not gonna let her farm. Like the last couple waves, I let her farm, not gonna let her farm again.
Agreed.
Last wave I let her farm because the Nunu was near. Now the Nunu's not near. No reason. Oh, Tarek's near. Look at the ward. Look at how awesome that ward is. Tarek's here.
We must press on.
I'm saying care 3. The ward is seeing everything. And yeah, look, they're still, look at how much time they're wasting. This is all time that they could be getting gold and experience in another lane. If they don't kill me, they have put themselves way behind. Granted, they are letting the Sivir hit creeps. Because they're there, I have to play back. I can't keep zoning her. Obviously, if I tried to keep zoning her, I would have just died to them. But yeah, look, they spent all that time. Tarek got himself under-leveled for that. Bottom was getting free farm. Whatever, 2 versus 0, which isn't the best way to free farm. That time, I got myself close enough that I assumed she wasn't going to spell shield. She probably still could have spell shielded that, but the fact that she didn't, we got a kill. Good Warwick gank timing there too. I'm gonna have to back up now. I saw Tarek one last time with that ward. Gonna go buy a new ward, gonna go buy probably a Bloodthirster. I've been liking Bloodthirster on Ashe. I don't know why. Lots of different items you can go. Since the eye edge nerf. You could still just go eye edge even. But I've been liking Bloodthirster personally. And yeah, I'm just gonna fill up on consumables. Even gonna buy 3 wards. People are like, what the heck, you're a carry, you're buying 3 wards? Well, yeah, actually. I'm a 2-0-2 carry with 140 CS. I'm so far ahead that the #1 way for us to lose the game would be being out of position, getting caught, getting ganked. How do you stop those things? Well, good map site. What do you know? Buy a bunch of wards. Best way to itemize in terms of not losing when you're super far ahead, just buy some wards.
We must press on.
Because, yeah, I mean, wards will put me a little bit behind in terms of just, like, fighting them. I'll have spent gold on stuff that isn't like, oh, I can just fight you and beat you. But I already can just fight them and beat them. So why don't I buy the wards such that I don't get caught out of position? And I bought a red pot in case I needed it for, like, the last second health to survive a gank. Bought some health pots so I can actually spend some health harassing. And yeah, I'm missing a couple of... Oh, crap, I didn't see that Nunu. That's my bad. I'll be okay, though, with just... Oh, not even with just cleanse. JK. Oh, if Warwick ultied half a second sooner, I would have survived. That's okay. But what do you know? I died to a gank. As I said, the #1 way that I could get behind is a gank. I probably should have put another ward somewhere, or paid more attention to that ward. I'm pretty sure that I probably saw something with this ward and didn't react to it. But that's because I was actually just super focused on denying Sivir. If you notice, from the moment I got back to the lane, Sivir got like 2 creep kills. When you focus that hard on something like that, you'll often find yourself, you die to a gank or something because of you're going to be lacking in map awareness, which is just a bad play by me. But we still went 2 for 1 because my team reacted well. If my team didn't react well to that gank, then they might have just killed me and no one died. But because Warwick came, because someone else came, they did still have to tower dive me. I probably should have just flashed right away. If I flashed right away, again, also the other thing I could have done, when I cleansed the Nunu stun, if I had then flashed towards this turret from here to here, the Akali never would have been able to charge on me like she did, and never would have been able to slow me with her Rylai's. But I got greedy. I decided, hey, I can probably escape this with just cleanse. Vlad probably getting that kill. Oh, Vlad actually not getting that kill.
An ally has been...
Gonna arrow the blue pill. Please give me a kill. 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 No, he didn't blue pill there. Damn it. Unfortunate. Every once in a while, when you see Tarek stop right here, you can arrow right there and get a blue pill, or get a kill on his blue pill when he's that low. Oh, Nunu's here again. That's no fun.
Quickly now.
I'm gonna have to put a ward up there, probably. But these ganks, like, even if they aren't killing me, ganks are still letting Sivir farm.
My aim.
That's a pretty good goal for some ganks. I'm gonna drop this ward right in there, I think. That should see a lot. It won't see him if he comes through that brush, but other than that brush right there, controls a decent amount of map.
Agreed.
Akali on the way, see? And bam! You buy lots of wards, you don't die to ganks like this. When the Akali's down here, what does that mean? Well, Vlad can go free farm. Akali's ganking me. They're also not getting any farm top lane or experience top lane. It is, again, letting Sivir farm. I can't play aggressive against that gank. Oh, actually, they're gonna just get this dragon. Ooh. That could end up being pretty bad. Yeah, there's no way we stop that. We can fight after that, I think, maybe. Again, while I was shooting that way, I was running this way to get that volley for Lapaka. That volley was so key in making sure that he could catch her, and so on. So even though I was shooting at this Tarek, I was moving downwards, setting up for the next kill. You gotta be very careful about doing that, because sometimes you won't get the first kill. You won't get the Tarek kill. And then if you also don't get the second kill, you're like, wow, I could have just got the Tarek. But in a situation like that, I was like, okay, look, I have 2 chasing him. They're definitely going to get the first kill. Time for me to start planning how to get the next kill also. So I ran down here where I could volley this choke point where she had to run through. Well, not she, Judge Reynold, but she because it's a Kali. I refer to people as champion genders. And yeah, so we got them both. Good play. And yeah, I have no clue what I want to buy now. I normally don't get this farmed when I play Ashe. Normally we just lose the game when I play Ashe. I don't know why. I have lots of Ashe losses. I don't feel like I'm a bad Ashe. Maybe I'm a bad Ashe. Bam! I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get him or not. Yeah, we can, because the tower's gone too.
Swiftly now.
But, yeah. I saw Vlad over there. That's why I shot that arrow. Judge Reynolds saying GG. I'm probably going to grab a Last Whisper here, actually. I think that would be pretty good. I don't really need attack speed. It's mostly, if you saw that last fight, my volley has been doing tons and tons and tons of damage. Volley is my key source of damage.
Agreed.
Not really right-click. Because volley is like AoE on a 4-second cooldown, doing whatever, 80 plus 247. I mean, I'm still right-clicking, but volley's probably doing about 1.5 to 2 times more damage than my right-click. So, I mean, attack speed would actually make my right-click rival my volley damage, but I don't know, I kind of like doing all of my damage with volley. If I do all my damage with volley, it's better for kiting. Like, let's think about, what did I say in Champion Select? I said, hey, look, it's a Sivir and a Pantheon. We should kite them. We should use move speed and high range and slows to stay away from them, because they're both short range and they're going to have trouble with that. I don't even need to arrow that, they just have him killed. Or maybe I do need to arrow that. Wow. No, they have him killed.
Steady.
No, maybe I do need to arrow that. Okay. Okay. I was so sure they were gonna kill him without my arrow. I'm not gonna let Judge just kill my teammate while I'm standing right there. No, I actually value my teammates' lives and will protect them. Oh, that was a bad volley. Actually, have their own base warded now. But yeah, so this game's going a lot better than the last game. Granted, most mobile games do snowball in one way or the other. So, it actually could be a small difference in skill that just gets magnified over the course of the game. Oh god. Oh, whew, wall flash. Volley kite, volley kite. Volley kite. Keep volleying and running, and there's no way that you can ever die. Volley. Oh man, volley's too fun.
Swiftly now.
Oh yeah, one thing that I didn't mention before, but yeah, in fights like these, you kind of always want to stand as far back as possible. Like, there's no reason for me to get this close to Malphite so that I could, like, volley him from here. That would just be dumb. You want to hit them with the maximum range of your volley, such that you're safe. You don't want to, like, shoot your volley so it doesn't hit them. You don't want to, like, volley from, like, here at those creeps and then not hit them.
Agreed.
Actually, that was a pretty good volley. That probably would have hit at max range. So err a little bit on the side of not being at max range, but you want to volley from... I feel like I'm getting baited by that Taric. Yes, I probably was.
My aim.
I was like, I can kill Taric, and then I'm like, wait a minute, there are 4 missing. I'm not gonna try and kill Taric.
Agreed.
Well, look at all this awesome ward site. Because I have that ward there and this ward here, I can farm. Despite, like, look, there are like 4 missing. And yeah, because of all this site, oh, we can kill that Nunu. Oh, he's so done. What a dangerous ward you put down, Nunu. And look, why did we know Nunu was there? Well, because we had awesome wards and awesome placement, and Zillion probably couldn't have been standing where he was if we didn't have our wards, because it would have been a dangerous spot. Oh, I turned off my cold arrows, that's not good. Alright, I turned them right back on. So from here, we could back up in Baron, or we could probably just take their inhibitor. The safer move would always be go back in Baron, 28 minutes in, they're 3 down. We're 100% sure we could get the Baron if we just backed up. But at the same time, like, we can probably take inhibitor. It's not as safe of a move, but it's a stronger move if you can do it in most situations. Because if you take the inhibitor, it's easier to Baron later. That's like permanent damage that you've done. You permanently killed this turret. But it's not as safe. And since we're already ahead, I would almost always say, take the safe option, because you're ahead. Whereas this is a lot more risky of an option. We're just so far ahead, it's actually not that big of a risk. Yep. And hopefully they don't just go straight to Baron from here. If they do, we can probably stop them.
Agreed.
I'm gonna save my Hawkshot to scout for it. Actually, it looks like they were kind of coming to stop our dragon. Yeah, someone's pinging Baron. I love that. Like, they could try a Baron shortly. Like, that's what I do. Often when I'm in their position, we're behind. They decided to take our inhib instead of Baron. What do people do after they take an inhib? Well, they either farm the map and then back up, or they back up. It's one of the two. You don't take an inhib and then go do other things. No, you've used lots of cooldowns. You've used lots of health and mana. You're probably going to back up and heal after an inhib. While they're healing, Baron, there's a chance you can just sneak it before they can even get back there. Great way to get back in the game. Looks like they didn't, because we can see lots of them on the map. Someone running with a ward over there.
You want some of this?
I have lots of money. Look, I didn't even go healing because I was worried about this Barret. That's why I have all this money. That's another reason why people back after an inhib. After an inhib, you normally get lots of tower gold, champion gold, just gold. Oh god, he ultied. Oh, I'm so sad. That arrow would have hit if Lapaka did not use his ulti. That was just a miscommunication. I shot the arrow before he ultied. His ulti wasn't like a bad ulti or anything. It was a good ulti. Like, if I had known he was gonna ulti, I could wait for him to ulti and then have a guaranteed arrow because the person would be stunned there. But it looked like he was waiting for my arrow. So I shot the arrow, then he ultied. Miscommunication, missed the kill. Actually, he maybe came back and we got the kill. So got the kill because he came back and tried to save Terra. Wow, this gets really long range at max level. What the heck? I can go from Baron to there. What? I don't play Ashe. I never get 18 with Ashe. I just lose before 18. So this is a surprise to me. Judge using his flash. I think I can actually catch him with flash.
Agreed.
Maybe. Probably not. No, I was gonna flash that wall and then volley, but it didn't look like I could catch him. Again, if I didn't use my arrow earlier, my arrow definitely could have caught him there. Would have been awesome. And yeah, notice how far back I'm standing. I'm standing way back here to hit volleys on them, max range volleys. No reason to hit closer than max range volleys. It puts you at more risk without really dealing any more damage. And granted, ideally we would just be focusing on Sivir and Pantheon and Akali, but we're so far ahead, focus fire is kind of out the window. We can just... I was basically just hitting whoever was closest. I was like, yeah, they're closest, I'll hit them. But in a more even game, we would probably want to be focus firing on the Sivir and so on. But then again, in a more even game, we wouldn't be fighting right by their double turrets, because that was a really dangerous place to fight. I couldn't even really focus on the people I needed to focus on, because I would have to stand so far forward towards their turrets that I could actually die. So I actually kind of had to hit the closer players there, because of where we were fighting. So in a more even game, I would never advise hitting like the Taric or whatever I was hitting, but also you wouldn't be fighting there, so it would be easier to hit the other people. Then again, if our strategy is to kite, that was a fight, that wasn't kiting at all. We committed to a fight. If our strategy is to kite, then I can hit the frontline people because we're just kiting. I just hit the frontline people with long-range volleys and keep backing up. And then if they start running away, I keep going back towards them and doing the volleys. And then when they come back, yeah, you just never let them ever get close. Ooh, Phantom Dancer. Interesting, maybe. Actually, yes. Phantom Dancer. And then sell this for pickaxe, buy red pot. Yes. This is looking good. I've never just like bought off the recommended items. I've never even bought like a Phantom Dancer before. I think the item in general is only like really good, really late game. And even then, only on rather specific champions. I think the move speed is kind of really wasted on a lot of champions. And 30% crit strike, 55% attack speed. I mean, it's all like good late game stats, I guess. But often in late game, you're going to want to be buying like a Banshee Veil or some defense item. How the game normally goes out is early game, you stack up your damage. Later on, you start building your defense. I guess after you build your defense, you could normally get a Phantom Dancer. Or in my case, if you're just going balls to the walls, you could just grab a Phantom Dancer to have a Phantom Dancer.
You want some of this?
I probably could have arrowed that. Warwick isn't quite here, though. I'm gonna just ping mid. Why do we want to push bottom when mid is like... Yeah. Like right here we have a 3 in hit. Oh my god, we're pushing bottom anyways. Oh, Judge being a dick. Judge, go away. Judge was diving on my Ashe. He had enough of me kiting his teammates. He was like, nah, this Ashe cannot kite me if I just dive on him. Which is pretty true. An Akali that gets in range of her spells on me, that is using her spells on me, is going to be very hard to kite. If I never let her get in range of that charge, that initial charge, I can kite her. But as soon as she gets the charge off, yeah, you're in trouble. Well, yeah, I mean, it's obviously a much better move would have been to push middle instead of bottom. They had no turret. They had nothing protecting this inhib. While bottom had a ton of stuff. It had like a turret and like 5 champions all ready to protect it. Gonna kite Tarek. Come on, Tarek. Try and get your stun on me. I dare you. Come on, Tarek. Come on, Tarek. Oh, Pantheon. Whatever, can kite 2 people with volley. Multi-kiting. Crazy Pantheon. Oh, I didn't even have my cold arrows on. What was I doing? Yeah. Whatevs. Whatevs, we're so far ahead, mistakes don't even matter at this point. Hooray! So this will be a win. Pretty standard. I wonder when I turned them off. I probably turned them off because I was getting low on mana, but obviously should have had them on for fighting the champions.
Victory!
But yeah, fairly good game. Pretty one-sided. We kind of just took a huge lead from shutting that Sivir down. And our top lane did pretty well too. And they had a Pantheon side lane, which I really don't like Pantheon in the side lane. So lots of things went right for us that went wrong for them. I do like Ashe against Sivir a lot though. I feel like Ashe just has a really strong matchup against Sivir when you kite her like I did that game. It's a very powerful matchup in my opinion. The Sivir should almost never win it. I don't really know what you can do to win it as Sivir. I've tried tons and tons of times. The best I've done is I've gone even with Sivir with the Ashe. And it's normally because I either got ganks or because the Ashe wasn't as strong of a player. It wasn't because like I should have gone even. It was like, oh, well, they're making mistakes so I can go even. But ideally, if you just play it how I played it there, Sivir really has a huge trouble. It's a really strong matchup.